The year is 2009. The place, Los Angeles. The economy has crashed. People lose their homes. People lose their jobs. The whole country is going downhill. But there is this one guy in LA. He's just 22 years old. His name is Alex. Or, let's call him your average Joe. He's nobody. He has no money. He has no connections. He has no plan B. All he has is a dream. He wants to make it big. Problem is, he's just another face in the crowd. And what makes him different from all the other people that also want to become rich? Nothing! He doesn't know any successful people. He doesn't have much intelligence or charisma. He doesn't even know how to dress properly. In fact, he doesn't know anything about making money. He just knows that he's sick of being poor and desperate. So what does he do? What would you do? If I were in his shoes, I probably wouldn't know what to do either, because most people are completely clueless when it comes to actually becoming rich. They don't know where to start or what steps they need to take. So most people simply keep dreaming. Your average Joe isn't like that. He doesn't like to dream. He wants results. He doesn't want to wait for anything. He's tired of being broke. He decides he needs to take action. He needs a plan. He can't just sit around waiting for things to happen. So he looks online and sees that people talk about the importance of personal development. He decides to give it a try. For the next few months, he reads books after books. He starts taking notes and implementing the things he learns into his own life. For example, he starts visualizing his success. He starts working out. He works on his mindset. But as the weeks go by, he still doesn't see any results. He's still broke. He's still unknown. In fact, he's getting worse and worse. He gets rejected again and again. His confidence is dwindling. He goes back to square one. Now he feels more depressed than ever before. But this time, he's pissed. He's angry at everyone and mostly at himself. Why can't he make any progress? Why isn't anyone helping him? He can't take it anymore. He breaks down and cries. He cries so hard that no one can hear him. He locks himself in his dark room and stays there for days. He orders food and drinks. He doesn't leave the house. That's how depressed he is. It seems like his life is over. He's giving up. But something inside of him tells him that this isn't the end. He knows that pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. So, he gets back on track. He realizes he's been doing everything half-assed. He's just reading books. He hasn't applied any of the lessons he learned. He's just visualizing his success. He hasn't taken any massive action yet. He's just working out, but not consistently. He's just doing some push-ups and side-ups every day and calling it a workout. He needs to double down. He needs to commit fully. So he starts taking bigger risks. He puts in more effort. He sells more. He hustles harder. And then slowly things start to turn around. His sales start increasing. He gets more customers. He starts earning more. He takes his first vacation. He goes clubbing for the first time. He buys his first luxury item. It's a new beginning. Finally, he feels like his life is moving forward. His confidence is going up. He keeps pushing harder and harder. He keeps taking bigger and bigger risks. He opens his first business. He meets his first millionaire. He gets rejected by his first girl. He celebrates his first win. A decade later, here he is standing on a stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people. He's talking about his journey. He tells them about his struggles, about how he went from 0 to 100 million. A movie crew is recording the whole thing. After the speech, he meets important people in a small private room. There are cameras flashing everywhere. A couple of hours later, he's driving home in his brand new car. When he sees all these homeless people on the side of the road, he feels bad for a moment. But then he shrugs it off and drives past them. You see, your average Joe became super successful. He went from ignored to admired. He went from broke to blessed. He went from average to alpha. Now, it's time to answer the obvious question. How did he do it? Well, in reality, it's simple. He took massive action. He read books and applied the lessons. He visualized and manifested. He sold and hustled. He never gave up. It's simple, but it's also very difficult. Most people aren't willing to pay the price. Most people aren't willing to hustle. Most people aren't willing to grow. But your average Joe wasn't most people. He didn't watch porn or play video games. He didn't party or waste time. He put in the work while others played. He picked up the phone when others hung up. He read books when others watched TV. He sold when others quit. He showed up when others called him a loser. He kept showing up long after others stopped believing in him. He kept pushing long after they all forgot about him. And that's why he won. He was the only one left standing. Do you think he was lucky? No. Luck is a myth. There is no such thing as luck. Everything he did was intentional. Every single thing. Do you think he was born with some special talent? No. Again, that's a myth. There is no special talent. Only special effort. Hard work. Discipline. Grit. Consistency. Those are the things that made him successful. Those are the things that allowed him to outperform everyone else. And guess what? It's not just his story. It could be your story, too. It's not about looks. It's not about popularity. It's not about who your parents are. It's about mindset. It's about the choices you make every day. It's about your work ethic. It's about your dedication to excellence. If you want to succeed, if you want to go from average to alpha, you need to stop making excuses and start taking action. You need to learn from those who have already done it. You need to apply the lessons to your own life. You need to visualize your success. You need to work on yourself. You need to break your routines. You need to start speaking up. You need to start hustling. You need to start thinking big. You need to start taking bigger action. But most importantly, you need to start today. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Don't wait for inspiration to hit. Simply start. Start and you'll figure it out along the way. Here's the harsh reality. Everyone has a choice. Either you take control of your life or life controls you. Either you take responsibility for your actions or life will force you to do so. The sooner you realize this, the better off you'll be. The sooner you stop blaming others, the better. The sooner you stop making excuses and start taking action, the sooner you will get the results you want. Listen, if you want to change your life, it's entirely possible, but it requires sacrifice. You need to be willing to sacrifice your comfort, your ego, your pride, your addictions, your distractions, your bad habits, and maybe even some of your relationships. It's up to you. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you ready to grind? Are you ready to push through the pain? Are you ready to become obsessed? Are you ready to dominate? If you are, then it's possible. But only if you stop making excuses and start taking action. Only if you stop dreaming and start doing. Only if you stop hoping and start working. If you're willing to do whatever it takes, then success will be yours. Now, please don't forget to show some love. Tap that subscribe button and I will see you in the next video.